sacked tonight. Tanya,
Yes,
what's the latest?
It has been a busy evening. He had just 13 games in charge, but he's won only 2 of them. David Weir's time in charge of Sheffield United has been short and unsuccessful. At lunchtime, he attended the pre-match press conference ahead of Sunday's game at Coventry. A few hours later, news came through that he'd been sacked. Here's Paul Ogden. Now this is the rather magnificent Rugby League World Cup. The 2013 tournament gets underway in just a couple of weeks. And what happened next?
Well, it was the day after Australia had actually won the World Cup at Headingley in 1970. The Australians were staying at the Midland Hotel. Nothing was said of the trophy for 20 years until someone was walking his dog through Bingley, saw something shining in a ditch, pulled it out, didn't know what it was at first. The local
Rugby Football League, wasn't it, in 1990? And Harry, you were there for the reunion, weren't you, and filmed it. What was it like when they were reunited with the cup?
Get it back, I can tell you, it was good.
I bet. I mean, it's not a small thing. I mean, you wonder what somebody did with it.
Well, I think that was probably the problem for the thieves, because it's not thieves. They thought, well, there's nothing much we can do with this. We'll just throw it away. And then 2 decades later, hey presto, here it is in a ditch.
So it's going back to the Midland Hotel. I know this isn't a job, but as a historian, if you should look after it a bit more carefully this time.
Don't worry, we're having tight security this time. It's definitely going to be returned to its rightful owners at the end of its journey.
You're not just a man about trophies, are you? I mean, who do you think is going to be picking this up at the end of it?
Well, obviously I hope it's going to be Kevin Sinfield. But it's going to be a great tournament, and try and become the first man ever to win his medals in the Rugby Union World Cup and the Rugby League World Cup, and he's going to be playing at Headingley on November the 8th. So it's going to be a fantastic competition, whether it's...
They'll hang on to this and somebody will get to lift this magnificent trophy at the end of it.
And it won't disappear again.
Absolutely. Well, it is a beautiful trophy. I have to say, I'm getting quite giddy about the Rugby League World Cup now.
And can you believe 6 security guards in the studio?
Things have changed a lot since 1970. Let's hope the manager... Cats, you, weren't you?
Cats and stamps.
Yeah. And now you collect new dresses.
Yeah, clothes. Yeah, you're about right there.
Handbags.
Oh, it's not going to be very nice this weekend, I'm afraid. I don't come with good news. We're going to lose the wind, so it's not going to be as windy through the weekend, but we have got some wet weather both Saturday and Sunday, I'm afraid. First, let's take a little look at some photos that you've been sending in. This one, a lovely picture, a stunning view of Wayman's Pinnacle above Cowling near Keighley, and that was taken yesterday when we had sunnier skies. And the second picture really shows just how gusty it's been along our seafront. It looks a bit like snow. I had to take a double take at that one. It's actually the foam from the crashing waves on the seashore. Of course, it is no snow just yet in the forecast. So tomorrow, a lot of cloud around. The cloud will be producing outbreaks of rain and drizzle on and off through the course of the day. Some uncertainty in the forecast, timings of the forecast, but at the moment it looks like tomorrow evening is when we're going to get the heaviest of the rain. And it's all courtesy of this area of low pressure, which is going to push up another front on Sunday as well. You can see the ice bars quite tightly packed, so it is still quite breezy out there. That's going to gradually relax through the course of the weekend. So we have had some bright or sunny spells, but generally today there's been a lot of cloud around and it has been producing the odd showery burst of rain here and there. And certainly as we go through the course of the evening and overnight, we are going to see damp weather spreading up from the south. More nuisance value than anything else. Very light and patchy overnight, but a rather grey, damp night nonetheless. Temperatures will stay in double figures, dropping down to around 10 or 11 degrees. So the sun will rise in the morning at around about 7:30. There you go, 7:27, setting again at 17 minutes past 6. Your next high water in Whitby will be at 10:15 tomorrow morning. And we'll start the day on a breezy note and a cloudy note. There will be patchy rain and drizzle on and off through the course of the day. A really disappointing day. There'll be grey skies. And I think as we head towards the evening hours, the rain will tend to become a bit more persistent from the south. So there could be some very heavy bursts. You can see it intensifying there across parts of Lincolnshire. It'll push up and be heavier through tomorrow evening. A breezy day, and it'll be a chilly breeze from the northeast, but it will gradually relax. It'll become less gusty as we go through tomorrow. So 12 degrees in Scarborough, 13 degrees in York, 13 is 55 Fahrenheit. So some uncertainty about Sunday as well. We're going to see a number of fronts crossing us over the course of the weekend. So at the moment it looks like another front's going to spread in from the east on Sunday, bringing some heavy spells of rain through the morning. It will become more light and patchy through the afternoon. We might see some drier spells too. You can see how the breeze eases down into the beginning of next week. Monday still looks unsettled. Showers or longer spells of rain. At the moment it looks like Tuesday will be a nice day. Dry and bright with some sunshine, but wet and windy weather returning for Wednesday, guys.
Thanks, Paul. Paul, sorry. Sorry, I just saw the dress and thought of Paul for some reason.